else we need, yeah. Man, I got it, wow.
Everybody, welcome to another edition of Box Seats. This is the show where we talk about sports with comedians. Let's get ready to bring him in. Mo is in the building. Mo, what's happening?
What's going on, Frank? How's it going, man?
Your ass is about to be Nemo on grass. That's how it's going.
Are you mad?
Hilarious. I'm gonna get you, Mo. My man Damian Jones in the building, showing off his Detroit Pistons logo. That's all good, D. It's all good. How you doing, D? How everything?
He even got the hoodie on too. Damn.
We're talking about petty.
Hey, what's up? What's up, fellas? Happy day. My Pistons did it again last night. Number 1 in the East. And shout out to the Knicks. They probably gonna win the Emirates Cup. I want to show the Knicks some love. I don't have nothing against the Knicks. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Heat. Shout out to all the teams around the world.
Man, let me bring Jason in. You get on my last nerve. Jay, what's happening, bro? How you doing, man?
Hola, mi amigo. What's happening, hombre?
You're not funny.
Hola, mi amigo.
Buenas tardes, my friend.
Yo, papi. Hola. Se no habla español, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that was I got it. Well, when I tell you about roasting people, that was the funniest thing I seen in a year, bro. That was hilarious because it did look like that's my body.
Hey, you look good in that Pistons jersey, Frank.
And then Jay goes on to talk about I look like I speak I spit yo. I was cracking up. Man, y'all are petty, man. Y'all are petty.
You know what? You can't even say about being petty. We only this petty because you that petty.
Hey Mo, I ain't gonna lie to you. That was a dude who know how to make some arroz con pollo. I'm trying to told you. Where'd you get the 8 Mile background though? The 8 Mile background was classic. That was hilarious, wasn't it?
Yeah. What? Yeah, that was funny. But where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that from?
Yeah.
If you tell it what you want, well, I had to find a good picture first. So I had to scroll. I had one for both of y'all.
I didn't care for the green one.
Huh?
I didn't deserve that.
I said I left it between us.
I just want you to know, Mo, I'm blocking you when I get off the show. I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you on Facebook.
That drone was hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
And I told the picture I told it to make it with a sad face, jersey, the Pistons jersey standing in the middle of 8 Mile. I was like, you got to put something Detroit on there. And I couldn't think of the name of the fist. You know the fist that's downtown?
The Joe Louis fist. Yeah.
That's Joe Louis. It wouldn't come to me, but I said 8 Mile would be better.
Yeah, that was a good one. Mo, that was the best meme. That was the best picture. That was better than the one White Chocolate posted. It
ain't I need the real picture.
I ain't getting no picture.
Now you get real petty.
It might not slap the same way.
That's real petty.
No, I need the real picture.
If you want me to take a picture with the red jersey, I will, because that's part of the bet. But
I need the real picture.
Wow.
Even though that real picture ain't gonna be as good as that one. That one was really good, bro.
I don't know.
Ain't nobody gonna like it but you, D Jones.
Yeah, that's classic, bro. All right, let's get ready to get the show started, man. This is what we gotta talk about some sports. Howie's not here today. He said he's gonna show up a little bit. So I'm gonna put you up here, Mo. We're gonna talk about the top story in sports. Even though there's a couple ones I want to talk about. The first thing I want to let you talk to you guys about. I don't know if you guys heard about New York Liberty guard Sabrina Ionescu and NFL former lineman Ronis Gasso. I didn't know they were even a couple, but they got burglarized last night, man. Somebody went in there and stole $60,000 of stuff of value. Looks like mostly hand purses and everything else out of their house last night, Mo. I don't know if you heard about this, but I was like, that's kind of deep, because it sounded like somebody went in there and knew exactly where they were going to get her handbags and stuff like that. Mo, what you think about this, man? Again, we have another person going in, breaking in another athlete's home. What's your thoughts?
I heard Nas had a song, and the hook on the song was, "Watch them ones that be close to you." make sure they do what they supposed to do. Because during the time they be talking about sticking you. Never personal nowadays. That's just the way.
I couldn't say it any better than what you did, bro. That's just what it is. Sound like it's a personal thing to me.
It is,
D.
man.
Jones, D. Jones, what you think?
These celebrities keep posting on Instagram and stuff where they at, what they doing, and these people know where you live. They know you're not home. They gonna come steal your stuff. And somebody else went in and stole something yesterday, and it was the Pistons, right? They went into Boston.
In the garden?
They
was in the garden, right?
And stole a win
Oh.
and broke hearts.
He did not pull out is that the Grant Hills?
Yes,
he got the Grant Hill, bro.
He got the Grant
Hill. Grant Hill.
You cannot call me petty again in life.
No, you are petty, but D is pettier than you. That's all.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, he's petty.
Oh
I love it. I love it because I'm gonna be. That gives me the road when it's my turn. I'm gonna roast you. All right, Jay, what's your take on this, bro? Where you at with this?
I'm gonna get us canceled right now.
Again.
First off, I heard WNBA player and husband. Okay, so that messed me up off the top. So the only thing I can figure, because it has to be an inside job, I think her side bitch did it. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Hilarious. All right, since he leave it at that, let's talk about the next thing, man. Well, I haven't had a chance to see you guys, right, since the Sharon Moore thing jumped off. I haven't had a chance to talk to you about that. I wanted to get you guys all y'all opinion on this because there was some news today that ultimately people are continuing to talk about. If you're sitting at home, you know about Sharon Moore. Sharon Moore was fired with cause on Wednesday last week after school uncovered evidence of an inappropriate relationship with a staffer. Moore, who's married with 3 children, allegedly drove to the woman's house, the side chick's house, where he grabbed utensils from the kitchen, allegedly told her that his life was ruined and he was threatening to take his own life. Right now, he's charged with home invasion. That's what he's looking at, home invasion. Forget about Mo. Forget about the fact that he was making Black history. Forget about he's one of the only great coaches in Michigan ever, had for a minute. Forget about the fact that everybody in the circus was paying attention to this dude. He threw it all away. Mo, talk to me, man. What's your thought about this? Because I was highly upset when I saw this news.
Man, yeah, I saw that. Man, that's a lot to take on for someone to do jumping up and you just gonna run up in somebody's house, grab a knife, and threaten to kill yourself
with a butter knife.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure this one out.
He wasn't serious. He wasn't serious about it.
You got caught doing what you did. It's not a good look. Like I'm hoping it's not true, but apparently it's true because take your lumps and keep it moving. All these dudes with money, they be talking about it ain't tricking if you got it. It sounded like you was tricking to me. So,
all right, okay, D. Jones. Let me just ask you, how did you take it, man? How did it affect you? What's your thoughts? Because Black coaches don't come around often. You know what I mean? Especially for a top 10 day like that, man. Like, how you look at it?
He ruined his career before the age of 40, bro. Like, that's bad. I didn't really believe in him as a coach when I seen him on go live crying about Jim Harbaugh a couple seasons ago, like boo-hooing, like Jim Harbaugh was died for his sins on TV. I was like, he a little soft. I didn't know he was a little crazy too. You know what I'm saying? The power of women, the power of your mistakes. A Black girl would have been like, well, you didn't do it. I'm gonna kill myself. We'll do it then.
Go ahead.
I dare you. But yeah, just he's probably never gonna get another coaching job anywhere, not even high school. So it's a little tragic. I don't want to see anybody go down that bad, but he did it to himself. Like you you didn't learn from Michigan State's coach. You didn't learn from Shannon Sharp. What are we doing?
I agree. Jay, you think he's gonna go to jail?
No. But I'm gonna stare very Dr. Umarly.
Okay.
Dr. Umar, right? Listen, snow bunnies have ruined many bigger men than him, bro. So these dudes, man, they get in these positions and they risk it all. They want to throw it all away. I mean, I think it's hubris, a lot of ways, man, because I mean, listen, this dude's making $6 million a year. Who you gonna talk to that's making $6 million a year? He the head man, he calling all the shots, and you got people, man, catering to you. His mistake was, man, I mean, first off, why you raw dogging, bro?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's one thing to have a side chick and all this stuff, man, but it's another thing, to be reckless like that, thinking that she ain't gonna try to jam you up with a kid. You don't think this, I mean, she has no obligation to keep your marriage. So if you doing these things, bro, you're gonna get jammed up. And the only way that he would have killed himself would have been if he bludgeoned himself to death with that butter knife, because he wasn't gonna cut nothing. Right?
Right.
So it wasn't serious. And honestly, given what I've been reading and hearing about the lead up to it, it seems like the school knew, the AD knew, and I don't think that we even having this discussion right now had he beat Ohio State, to keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? But like D. Jones saying, I don't think they really believed in him either. And this is, a convenient way to move him out the picture and save the money. Because now, if you try to fire him with cause, that means they don't even owe him the rest of the money, in his contract, and they just get to wash their hands of him. So we're gonna see how that play out.
We definitely are.
But also, Frank, real quick, you're welcome for giving you the side broad layup segue. You're welcome.
I don't know what layup you talk about, but okay. Here we go. Got to talk about this next thing. I'm going to talk about the NBA. But before I dive into the NBA, I have, for you guys sitting at home, I have a show planned out how I'm going to do a show. I already do my notes and everything else. Ramona Shelburne, ESPN writer, messed that all up today. She dropped an article on ESPN about an hour ago, which I read. I'm not sure if you guys got a chance to read it yet, but I'm going to talk to you about it right now. She dropped the article on why Chris Paul was dismissed. So I was going to talk about the games. I'm still going to talk about the games. I'm going to get to it.
I saw that. I didn't read it.
I'm going to get to it. But the reason why I want to talk about this, Mo, is because Ramona Shelburne said some interesting things in there about Chris Paul being dismissed. And the biggest thing was that he was butting heads a lot with a lot of the coaching staff, including the former Knicks head
Van
coach
Gundy.
Thank you. Bumping heads with Van Gundy continuously, and
we ain't never done shit.
Yeah. And here's the thing that I didn't realize: Chris Paul sitting at home, right? Not one NBA team, Mo, has reached out to him. Now, mind you, he started last year. He was a starter last year. And the games that he played this year, he was, even though they only won 6 games, the games that they won out of 6 games, he was instrumental in those wins. Very instrumental in those wins. Chris Paul got dismissed right now, and it seems like in his twilight year, Mo, he's getting ready to be blackballed in his last year. Talk to me, Mo, about what you think. Even though I know you didn't read the articles because this came out, you know what I mean? What do you think about this Chris Paul situation, and should an NBA team pick him up?
I don't know if an NBA team should pick him up unless it's somebody that's like on the cusp of going to take it to get that chip. I don't see any reason OKC would pick him up. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks, I don't even see a reason why the Celtics would pick him up. You know what I'm saying? And they not even get, I don't even see a reason for Indiana. But with him being blackballed in his twilight year, I was talking to my lady the other day. It's something about these point guards. Some of these point guards, boy, they mind gets differently. They see the game, they the floor general, and then they feel that they the coach too. They bump heads with a lot. I was explaining that to my lady about Rondo. I said I loved Rondo even though he wasn't Celtic. I thought Rondo was a great point guard. I picked Rondo over Chris Paul. I had an argument with everybody in the place about that. You know what I'm saying? But Rondo had issues. Maybe Chris Paul having those same issues. They see the game differently, and they've been around, and they feel they the floor general, and they should be the coach.
Well, it's funny you say that because that's a lot of the problems that they having. D. Jones, talk to me, man. What's your thoughts on right now on this situation that they having? What's your take on this Chris Paul situation?
A lot with Chris Paul, and I think I asked this in the group chat. Is Chris Paul even top 5 in his era of point guards?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Last season, watching the Pistons, we made a trade for Dennis Schroeder. And we had a lot of turnovers. We got Schroeder, and he kind of pushed us to the playoffs and was a good addition. And when we lost him in the offseason, I was like, man, I would love to have Chris Paul come help with some leadership because he's a vet. He's not going to turn the ball over, and that was our biggest concern. But after watching the Pistons whoop Boston last night, we really don't need him. We got enough players, and our team is cohesive. I don't know who backs up Brunson in New York, but to me, I thought that would be a dope little backup guard to Brunson because Brunson gets hurt a lot, and having
Chris Paul gets hurt more.
Yeah, but he's not playing that much like he used to.
That's worse. He's old. No, we don't even in New York.
But I like Mo said, I don't know who he will play for, you know what I'm saying? And who wants that type of vet because he is hard to get. It seems like he's hard to get along with. he like a grumpy old man. I heard somebody say they seen a picture of him coaching his son, and it was like, man, like his son was having the fits.
Yeah, he does. He does do that. Let me say what's up to Howie Bell who's joined the show. Howie, what's happening, bro? How you doing?
What up, though? What's up, fellas? What's going on?
What's up, though?
Thank you for joining the show, man.
Howie.
I'm gonna come back to you in a second. I'm gonna finish the round. I'll come right back to you in a second. Jay, talk to me, man. What's your thoughts on this Chris Paul situation? Because like D just said, yes, he's hard to get along with. He's bumping heads with the coaches. He's not bumping too much head with the players, but Chris Paul is in a situation right now where he got dismissed, and that's never happened in NBA history of how they sent him home during midseason overnight like that. How are you looking at this whole situation, Jay? What's your thoughts?
I've been looking at it like, for what it is. So when it first happened, I always like to go to like hear what athletes think about it, specifically NBA players, to get their take on it. And, so different podcasts, different comments. And the one thing that I could deduce was his production does not meet the headache that he was creating. Yep. Like they'll tolerate a lot if you put putting up points and helping the team win. You know what I mean? But this season I just pulled it up, man. He averaged a strong 2.9 points a game.
Yeah.
So that's not worthy of somebody that's constantly coming at people. But the other thing that I deduced was a lot of players said Chris Paul's an asshole, bro.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people really don't like him like that, but he's good, like in terms of winning, but nobody outside of LeBron really messed with him like that, because of his personality. And I think that's more true or a combination of the two because production that doesn't meet the headache. And since he's not producing, they can be petty with him now. Like, think about this. He already announced he's retired at the end of the season. And it says, you know what? Go home. They wouldn't even tolerate the dude till March. That's crazy, bro. So that lets me know that he ruffled a lot of feathers, rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. They got control over these decisions, and they're being extra petty with him right now.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, Howie Bell's in the show, y'all. Howie Bell.
Well,
we're having a conversation about Chris Paul. Right now,
here.
the crazy part about it is the reason why I brought it up is because Chris Paul is sent home And the Clippers could send him anywhere if they want to, but guess what they did? They relinquished their rights on Chris Paul, and not one NBA team has reached out to pick him up. Not one. Not one. So it looked like from outside looking in, from reading the article, it seemed like he's getting blackballed. So I'm basically asking the guys, what's your thoughts on Chris Paul being blackballed? Because I thought originally, and Howie, if you put him on the Knicks, it makes sense. If you put him on you go down a lot of teams right now. If you put him on to come off the bench for a lot of teams that could use a guard, it makes sense for a lot of teams. You know what I mean? Like I would be mad at him. So that's why I'm trying to figure out. Wow. Like
maybe. I mean, it might make sense, but to me, Chris Paul should have retired about 3 or 4 seasons ago. I think he's been done, to be honest. But I didn't like listening to what Jay was saying. That's probably the truth. He's probably not very well liked. So I mean, that's probably the reason why they dismissed him and didn't trade him, didn't do nothing. And nobody probably like him, like you said. So they like, nah, man, go ahead, go home, man, go home. You go home.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
yeah, that's where they at. That's where they at with this whole situation about not liking him and not being able to get it back. So, how I believe you with this one last question. Do you think? Honestly, do you think that some NBA teams should reach out to him and pick him up regardless of whether they like him or not? You think they should just deal with it?
I think it's a team or two that could use him coming off the bench for a couple minutes, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And a little leadership. But if he's not liked, nobody gonna listen to you.
Yeah.
So how can you lead and you're not liked? So that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, that's definitely what we're gonna go with. All right, so let's get ready to get this next thing.
Real quick, Frank. Real
Yes,
quick. I thought Howie was in Atlanta. He dressed like he in Windsor, Canada.
I know. I want to say the same thing.
Man, let me tell you something. It's been freezing in Georgia, bro, these last few days. I mean, like, literally, I'm in Douglasville now, but Atlanta, dog, it's been literally freezing down here. They had one warm day, dog. It's been cold, like cold. You know what I'm saying? cold like Chris Paul's career.
Well, it's about to get warmer tomorrow.
Tomorrow. You're risking hypothermia then.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you know what's so crazy about Chris Paul before you move on real quick? You ain't lying. He don't even score points no more. So he don't even do nothing.
Well, in all fairness, he ain't getting playing time to score points. You know what I mean? He's not getting playing time. Nobody's putting him in the game, and you can't go.
And the Clippers
last year
suck.
for San Antonio, and he was averaging 16 points last year for literally a couple months ago. He was averaging 16 points. He ain't get that bad in a couple months. He ain't get that bad in a couple months.
You can't be in the locker room barking at dudes, man, when you putting up 2.9. You know what I'm saying?
But
if he was likable, they wouldn't have shipped him out of San Antonio. They would have kept him around for Victor. Probably Victor went to the side and said, look, man, I can do a lot of shit from you Americans, but this Chris Paul guy has something got to give.
Yeah, I think you're right. I can't even dispute that.
Could be.
I think you're right. But so, Mo, since I got you up, man, let me get this next subject out of the way. Cade Cunningham dropped 32 on my boys last night.
Yes, he did.
He dropped 32. He did his thing.
And it looked easy.
What's your thoughts on the Pistons right now, man? Literally, what's your thoughts on the Pistons?
I don't know. All I know, he was just dropping shit on y'all like a pigeon last night.
That's a hell of a drop, man. Pigeon.
Not the official New York City bird.
Are you enjoying that? You enjoying that, Mo? Mo, you enjoying
that? Hold up. D. Jones that has 16 wardrobe chains of different shit with pieces on. All I did was make one picture and one comment just now, and I'm still the petty boy.
You're petty, but look, this Negro petty too. Look at him.
Hey, Howie. D. Jones had more wardrobe changes than Aretha Franklin funeral.
I love it.
Go ahead, D. Talk to me. What's your take on this Pistons defeating the Celtics? I'm gonna let you have it.
Listen, man.
What was yours?
They call him the smooth operator, the motorcade, killer Cade.
The motorcade.
He don't play at a fast pace. He play at his pace. He get to his spots. He not gonna outrun you. He just gonna get to his spot on the court and he cash money. He stopped turning the ball over at an alarming rate because that used to piss me off. So he's becoming a leader. He's becoming that first round pick that he's supposed to be, and he's in the MVP discussion. Like Boston, I ain't gonna lie, Boston surprised me because nobody picked y'all to be top
Contending,
and when y'all get to shooting, y'all live by the 3, y'all die by the 3.
It's always been like that for Boston.
Yeah, and I don't know if y'all coach is the greatest. It's just like, and Jaylen Brown's a superstar.
He sucks. The coach sucks, but that's another question for another day.
But Jaylen Brown's a superstar. When Derek White get to hitting his threes, you can forget about it. But the Pistons have a squad, not just a great starting 5, but we got great cats coming off the bench.
D Jones, when Cade Cunningham sit down, y'all have problems. If Chris Paul was on your team right now, y'all could definitely go to the finals. There's no doubt about it.
Well, no, he had 5 fouls and sit down. We didn't have no problems.
No, I'm not saying why he sat down. I'm saying when he sat down,
listen,
y'all have problems.
When we went on this 13-game winning streak, he didn't play.
He wasn't even. I was just about, you beat me to it. I'm about to say he didn't even play. He was hurt.
Playing game.
Okay, all right, but you, neither one of you could tell me that Chris Paul wouldn't be a great addition. Forget about the personality.
He won't fit. He gonna mess the chemistry up. We got a lot of young cats on there who play defense. We play defense. I ain't never seen Chris. Chris Paul might kick somebody in the nuts, but he's not playing defense.
Okay.
And you know what, though? And chemistry is a big part of personality, too, Frank.
Yeah.
And the way you are in the locker room and all that stuff, man.
They keep throwing these AD trades out here. We don't want AD. He gonna get hurt.
We're gonna talk about some trades in a second, though. That's my next. We're gonna talk about some trades in a second. Let me talk to Jason. Let me talk to Howie first. We gotta talk about some trades because there's a big one that's percolating. Everybody's talking about. It's on all the message boards. Jay, what's your take on this Pistons defeating the Celtics last night? What'd you see?
I told you that that Celtic backcourt was sweeter than RuPaul. And bro, listen,
that's nasty. That's ugly work,
bro. Listen.
Boy, I can see it when the Heat played.
I'm sorry. Hey, Mo, I'm sorry. They sweeter than RuPaul soaked in honey. That's how sweet the boys is.
Damn.
Okay? He didn't even look like he was even trying hard out there, man. I mean, like one of my favorite players, man, low key, is Derek White. And and it was like watching the emotional roller coaster in the building. Like he hit a 3 and the crowd, ah! And Kane come down calm. Whoop,
yeah,
bro. It was beautiful. I love it. I told you I want all the bad things in life to happen in Boston and nothing but Boston ever. Okay? Other than Jerry Jones and the Cowboys. Now, Cade is for real, bro. I mean, this dude, 6'6", handle the rock, go either way. He don't do what he can't. That's what I love about his game. He ain't going down jacking up no threes. He getting to the mid-range. He getting in the paint and just elevating, shooting over smaller guards. And it's a beautiful thing. That boy about to be real dangerous in this league.
Yeah.
I will tell this to all y'all. Y'all can't say I didn't say it. I think Cade Cunningham is the top 3 players in the league right now. That dude is bad.
He's good, man.
Top 5.
That boy can ball.
But that Celtics backcourt does help because they are sweeter than K-Roll syrup.
Right now, 3. I say 3 because there's not too many players right now. If you put him against one-on-one with him, like you could say, yeah, he's not better than. You know what I mean?
You got Shea, you got Joker. Wemby's crazy, bro.
Not Wemby. I wouldn't take Wemby more than Cade. I take Cade before I take
Wemby. And if Giannis is healthy, I'm taking Giannis.
Not me. Cade is unstoppable. You can stop Giannis. Cade is unstoppable. He's unstoppable. Anyway, Howie Bell, talk to me and tell me what your thoughts about Pistons defeating the Celtics last night. I want to get to this next topic too.
Yeah, man, I know you don't want to hear too much of this shit. I get it. So listen. I totally understand. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make it quick. I'm gonna make it short and sweet. But listen, man. The Pistons are a damn good team, man. And we saw K getting sweet a couple years ago, but the world didn't know it yet. But if people in Detroit saw it, we knew it. You know what I'm saying? We knew it. And so now here he is. He's healthy. He's doing his thing, man. And I'm telling you, those boys are going to at least to the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know if they're going to get to the finals, but they're going to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's for sure. And they're probably going to the finals. And so Yeah, they probably are. And so, you know, my thing is, hey man, it's the Detroit Pistons are back on display. Detroit Pistons in general is a solid NBA franchise. Period, point blank, and it has been for decades. And now people are saying this is our third or fourth go around with a whole different squad that's going to be on championship level. That's a good for a B market like Detroit. That's pretty damn good.
All right. Next
I'm
topic.
gonna leave it like that. And I grew up in the bad boy era.
Next topic, Mo. Next topic. I just saw Yahoo Sports got together their top NBA writers, right? And they put together the Giannis trade. And these are the teams that they think Giannis is going to get traded to. In case you guys are sitting at home didn't notice, Giannis met with Milwaukee Bucks ownership last week and requested a trade. So he will be traded. December 15th, which was yesterday, was the day when you basically get this trade started. Here are the teams. The teams are that their experts pick that he's going to get traded to Detroit, New York, Orlando, OKC, Denver, Houston, or the Lakers. Of those teams, which one seems the most possible way of it going? Again, to you, Detroit, New York, Orlando, OKC, Denver, Houston, Lakers.
I see either say Orlando or Denver.
Okay.
Those teams, I feel like those teams right there feel like they need that one little Denver year. Put him in Denver be, man. I think in Orlando, he would take Orlando and make them, they would, because Orlando is already a good threat. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching Orlando for years from now to get to where they at now. I think out of all those teams, one of those two would be the pick for me.
I'm going to say on the record, I think it's more probable he goes to OKC, and this is the reason why I'm going to say this. Because OKC, they ain't got to send them players. Due to the Chris Paul thing that's getting ready to happen right now, because Chris Paul's about that Chris Paul trade that happened a little while ago where they made everything else. I don't know if you all realize it or not, but that Chris Paul trade is about to give OKC a number one pick. You know what I mean?
You talking about Paul George?
Paul George.
That's what I'm talking about. Paul George. I'm sorry. Yeah, that Paul George trade they're doing, and with the Chris Paul situation happening, because the Clippers are so bad, it's giving them the option to get basically a number one draft pick. You know what I mean? So it's really tough right now. So it look like OKC, Mo, can get rid of him and not use any players. They could actually use draft picks. You know what I mean? And that was scary.
Listen, we good sports people. We ain't the brightest guys in the world when it comes to running the franchise, but all of us even agree I'd rather have a proven player than an unknown pick.
Okay. All right, I'll leave you with that. D. Jones, where you at with this? What's your thought process of this, D. Jones?
Yeah, Mo, you got to speak for yourself. I'm great on Madden and NBA Live as a GM.
So where you got D? You got Detroit, New York, Orlando.
I think if he gets traded to any of those teams, they win in the championship. Maybe not Orlando, but any of those teams, if you had Giannis, it's almost not fair. I don't know who they have to give up because, like you said, OKC got a lot of draft picks, but I need Jalen Williams and somebody else. I'm not gonna just take your draft picks. I need somebody to build around. And it's gonna deplete the Knicks though if they trade half their squad is gone. They don't have any draft picks.
Yeah.
I can see LeBron making some trades and getting him to the Lakers because we know who makes the trades over there.
Yeah, LeBron making trades.
LeBron makes those moves.
You gotta go back to shit right now.
But again, watching the Pistons whoop Boston, we don't need him.
Damn.
Okay, so he's standing on that. He's standing on that. Jay, where are you standing at with this? Because you hear the teams.
I like math, bro, and math it's not 100%, but it does tell you likelihoods. Likelihood is OKC.
Yeah,
because they're the only team that don't have to blow their team up to get him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and they're already defending champs. He's already playing in a small time, in a small city, so that so being there won't bother him too much. and OKC got desert. I mean, that's kind of like Nigeria away from, I guess. And listen, bro.
And they don't have no max
OKC.
contracts either. Don't forget about that, Jay. They ain't maxed out. They can afford them too. Don't forget that about that part.
That's what I'm saying. OKC, I just Googled it. They got 13 potential incoming first round draft picks.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
That's insane.
And I need
That's
12
ridiculous.
of them, Giannis.
Yeah, they have the
You know what I'm saying? And they already defending world champs. They lost 2 games this season, and they're young. They're the youngest team in the NBA right now.
That's
So if anybody can get him, it's OKC, because all they gotta do is just forfeit some picks, for something that's right now and make a run for the next 7 years.
Which is really scary. Howie Bell, what's your thought? Because everything Jay said is right. That's
everything he said is right. I'm listening. I would love for Detroit to have him though. But I think he would make Detroit a championship immediately, a championship team immediately. But it just makes sense to OKC. But I don't know what Detroit would have to give up. You know what I'm saying, to get him.
Well, Howie, let me say this. He literally could do the same thing that Kevin Durant did a couple years ago with Golden State. He literally could do that. You know what I mean? And how he went, I remember how Kevin Durant went and went to go, after they won the NBA championship.
And they were already good. Yeah.
Yeah, he could do that. And
he could.
Yeah.
He could.
Yeah.
Or it could be like when Rasheed got to the Pistons.
And what happened then?
He won.
They made their run.
Yeah. They made a great run.
Sure did.
All right, so let's talk about the NBA Cup tonight, Mo. We got the Knicks.
Hey, fellas, I'm gone, man. I love y'all to death. I got to get back.
All right, Howard, get at you, brother.
I stepped out. It's too loud inside the crib.
Stay warm in Georgia.
Man, I'm trying to. I'm in Douglasville right now, but, man, I'm down at the Uptown. Anybody in Atlanta? This weekend, I'm at the Uptown this Saturday, man. So y'all come check me out, brother. And
Fuckhead. All right, bro. Howard, thanks for joining the show.
Go on, man.
Peace.
All right, so Mo, NBA Cup is tonight, Mo. That's what we're talking about. We got the Knicks. The Knicks are playing against the Spurs. Who you got? That's pretty funny.
The last time the Knicks and the Spurs played for any kind of championship, the Spurs wound up celebrating on 34th Street. I will never forget that day.
Oh.
They celebrated in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
We have to avenge that right there. So the Knicks are going to win this.
Hey, Mo, if the Knicks win tonight, do they celebrate? The fans celebrate in the middle of the street like they did NBA playoffs, or is it no big deal?
If the Knicks win tonight, they might shut New York down.
It's cold out here.
They might shut New York down. Yeah, it's cold. They might New York, but they're gonna be in the projects in the hallway on the staircase. That's what we used to do when it got cold, and I'm sure they still do it. Get the project. You gonna hear about a whole lot of shit going on in the hallway in projects on the staircase if the Knicks win tonight. Not if the Knicks are winning.
Okay, all right.
D. Jones, I need you to pay attention. Keep your head up. You all right? I mean, your team had a chance.
Listen, we only count real championships over here, Mo.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
We only count real championships over here. We've been to
Petty
5 finals in my lifetime. I don't know how many. You've been here longer than me. I'm not sure how many finals the Knicks been to. We've been to 5. We won 3. We only celebrate real championships. A cup. We can go buy one of those from the liquor store.
The Knicks ain't won NBA championship since Vietnam, so don't worry about it, D.
Yeah. We don't care about cups. It's cute. I think New York gonna have a parade tomorrow. All you're gonna hear is bing bong, stupid retard. But then
you know what? Y'all are lousy. Y'all are real. I'm somebody's child. I gotta keep reminding y'all that.
We just keeping it a buck with you, Mo.
I'm somebody's child. Y'all just gonna be abusing me like that.
No. Do you get like are you gonna get a Emirates Cup t-shirt?
You damn right I will.
Yeah. Well, and I hope y'all win. I hope you have some joy tonight, man. I hope the Knicks win.
I will be rooting for the Knicks tonight just for Mo.
You know why the Knicks gotta win? You know why the Knicks gotta win? Because if the Knicks lose, y'all gonna get on here tomorrow and be like, damn, y'all can't even win the Emirates Cup. That's what y'all gonna say.
No, that's true, Mo.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Y'all gonna be talking shit about how we can't even win that. So the Knicks gotta win.
Yeah,
but
we're all
you don't win the
collectively
championship, you can't even win this cup.
Yeah, we rooting for you tonight, Mo.
Oh yeah, we are.
Not Frank.
Oh, definitely not Frank.
Frank, what'd you say? I didn't hear you.
We are rooting for him tonight, but they said not you.
Oh. All right, Jay, what's your thoughts, bro? Where you at with this NBA Cup tonight? What's your thoughts?
Hey, all I know is if the Knicks win, Tim's definitely selling out in the tri-state.
No Tim's nowhere.
Man, all the Tims gonna be gone, bro. I mean, they need some celebratory Tims, for this. But I think they're gonna win the game, to be honest, man. I mean, they're managing Wemby's minutes, and I think the Spurs guards are really streaky, and I don't know if Fox and them can control Brunson in the paint and not keep accumulating fouls. I think the Knicks slow the game down, to the pace they like to play at, and Mike Brown out coaches the dude across, down the line from him.
But if Big Coochie don't show up,
well, yeah,
that's a great point. All right, let's talk about this next topic, man. I saved it towards later in the show for a purpose because you guys brought it up, and I thought it was a great thing. Everybody's talking about this Cam Newton situation with the Colts. And then somebody sent me this thing on Colin Kaepernick. I never even thought about Colin Kaepernick. I was like, wow, that's a great point. What's your thought, Mo? Colin Kaepernick, he didn't even get the look. Phillip Rivers is 44 years old. Colin Kaepernick ain't even 39 yet. You know what I mean? And obviously there's a situation here going on where Colin Kaepernick is still working out and has been working out for the last 5 years to play in the NFL and still ain't got a call. But Phillip Rivers has not worked out, not played everything out, and called and almost won the game over the weekend. What's your thoughts, Mo?
Yeah, I sent that. I subscribe to Jamela Hill. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right.
Jamel
Hill. Yeah, because she has a lot of good. I mean, well, she was blackballed off of ESPN. We ain't gonna get that's another conversation. But when that came up, I was like, damn, and I was like, we didn't even think about that. Like, and he trains regularly as if he's an NFL player. Yo, it's sad that a black man can't speak up for himself and other black men and not be blackballed in this country. That's basically what he did. You know what I'm saying? I work for the government, you know what I'm saying? And I'm an American person. I was born here. But it's like he spoke up and he didn't do it in a violent way. And then a year later, George Floyd was murdered. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that all of a sudden, everybody wanted to take the knee and be all political about it. But they didn't do it when Colin was doing it, and he's still facing it. And I'm really pissed off with those people who are in the spotlight that call themselves our new black leaders to take the knee after George Floyd, but this man still ain't got a job. Nobody's speaking up for Colin. Let's not talk about Jerry Jones, the NFL, the owners, and Indianapolis. Why is nobody speaking up for this man? They speak up for everybody else. Why nobody is speaking up for this man? How come LeBron ain't saying nothing about why this man ain't got a job? How come Kevin Hart and Kenan Thompson on their sports show talk about why this man don't have a job? No, because he was kneeling for everybody, whether you got $1 million or you don't. You a black man, you could die in this country at the blink of an eye at the hands of a police officer.
I can't even say anything to follow up with that, Mo. You hit the nail on the head. What's your take, G?
Mo just said a lot. One, I don't know any more black leaders out here personally. Like, where have they gone? But that's besides the point. I was a Colin Kaepernick fan. I used to love watching Colin Kaepernick play. I thought he was going to win a Super Bowl. He was exciting to watch. Those few years with I forgot the coach name. Harbaugh. Yeah. Harbaugh. The problem is, you ever know somebody who divorced somebody and paid them a lot of money? They ain't gonna let you back in this house. You ever seen somebody slip and fall outside a restaurant and they sued the restaurant? Don't come back here and eat. They're not gonna let him back, man. They gave him so much money, he probably can buy a portion of a team. Because we don't know how much money they gave him. I would have loved to see him get an opportunity back then, but right now, I think they're not gonna fool with him because they gave him all this money. That's sad but true. I don't think I would have rather. I still would have seen Cam get an opportunity. I would have called Colin before I called Phillip Rivers. I would have called Keanu Reeves from the movie.
I would have called.
I would have called Willie Beeman.
I would have called Colin Kaepernick myself before I called Cam Newton. Cam Newton, I saw Cam Newton play at the Patriots. He can't hit the side of a barn, but that's conversation.
It wasn't great, but I'm calling him before I called Phillip Rivers. But
who, Cam Newton?
Yeah, before I called Phillip Rivers.
Did you see Cam Newton the other day, bro?
Did you see Phillip Rivers?
But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Did you see Phillip Rivers? Like, Phillip Rivers wasn't bad. He was throwing some darts out there. Cam
was for like 7 yards.
Doesn't matter. Cam couldn't even do that. Come on, man. You a Patriots fan. You saw that. He couldn't even do that.
But that's my thought. That's my thought about it.
All right, Jay. Where you at with this whole Cam Newton, Colin Kaepernick, Phillip Rivers situation? Where you at?
Cam Newton and Colin Kaepernick still training to be in the NFL is the equivalent of 17-year-old me still training at my current age to be a porn star. It ain't gonna happen, bruh. You know what I'm saying? All them best shots are behind you.
No pun intended. No pun intended.
You know what I mean? All them best shots is behind you right now, bro. So right now, and the reason, I'll answer Mo's question about, why nobody's talking about it, because it's a done deal. There is no upside to talk about it right now because that's them people's league. And they've decided that Colin Kaepernick is persona non grata.
Right.
In Latin, that means an unwelcome person.
Right.
And I don't care what he does, how good he is, it won't matter because they will cut their nose off to spite their face because they ain't never giving him a chance. You know what I mean? Not ever in life are they ever going to give him a shot. Not again.
And let me just add on to that, what he just said too. They ain't even going to give him a shot to coach either. He's done. He's not going to
no.
Nothing. He ain't going
to take your bag of money and leave us alone.
Yeah.
Take your ass to Canada.
Yeah,
they might not touch him, Mo, to be honest.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
It might be that bad. For real.
All right, so let's talk about the next thing, man. Let's talk about the NFL playoff picture, man, because I looked at a couple of games over the weekend. I'm sure you guys did too. So, some of the way this playoff picture is shaking out, Mo, is pretty interesting because, in the AFC, you got the Broncos, Pats, Jags, Steelers, Chargers, Bills, Texans, Colts. In the NFC, now you got the Rams, Bears, Eagles, Bucks, Seahawks, 49ers, Packers, and Lions. That's a heavy thing. Mo, what stands out to you looking at the playoff picture right now?
What stands out to me is that the Eagles are still even considered to be a playoff team, and that Kansas City is not coming up anywhere.
Yeah, because here's the thing, Mo, that stands out to me. The Lions are not in the playoff picture right now. They're on the outside looking in. The Kansas City Chiefs got eliminated. And believe it or not, the Bills and the Texans are still climbing and gaining heat. That's what's alarming to me. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Anyone you want to add on to that, Mo?
Well, I mean, this is that time of the year. This is when teams are built. This is when legends are made. You know what I'm saying? This is, winning games is cool. It gets you to the playoffs. But when you want to be that guy, when you want to have that status, when you're looking for that gold jacket at the end of your career, this is when it starts. Right now. And this is when, all that my team won 10 in a row shit don't mean nothing.
Yeah. I saw that little slide dig you threw in there. I see you, Mo. That 10 in a row. I see what you're doing. Where are you at with this, D? What's your thoughts?
Well, speaking of the Pistons, the NFL is wide open right now. Any team could win. Like, no Kansas City, so the AFC is wide open. I heard somebody say this is the best time for Josh to get to the Super Bowl because he can't beat Kansas. He can't beat Mahomes to save his life. He's not there. This is your shot. All the other teams that's in the AFC, I can see any of these teams going. I won't even make a joke about the Jags. I can see them going. The Patriots, the Bills, the Texans, the Broncos, their defense is ridiculous. On the NFC is still wide open. I know the Rams are good, but they can be beat. Like anybody can be beat, and I can see anybody winning. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, Jay. Playoff pictures formulating, Jay. What's the thing that stands out to you the most from this past weekend? How the playoff pictures, formulating?
The thing that stands out to me is that only 2 teams have clinched a playoff spot.
Right.
Like for sure. That is Denver and the Rams. They're the only 2 teams that's guaranteed to make the playoffs. And everybody else from 2 all the way down to like 8 or 9 or whatever it is, depending on the conference, they can either make the playoffs or they can miss the playoffs. And I mean that's insane to me, bro. So that's what stands out. But more than anything, the AFC is a gauntlet. I don't know how that's going to play out, man. You got the Patriots, at 11-3, Jacksonville 10-4, Chargers are on outside looking in 10-4, Pittsburgh 8-6, Bills 10-4, Texans 9-5. Like, bro, I mean that thing is going to be crazy. I mean we don't even know what the seed is going to be because Denver can still lose the number 1 seed.
Yeah. And Denver has a tough 2 games coming up. I know they got a tough game coming up. I forgot who they got.
They got Jacksonville Sunday.
Can I add something to this real quick?
Yeah.
It's ironic. I wish Howie was still here. Do you know what it means in Detroit if Aaron Rodgers beats them this Sunday and puts them out the playoffs?
That would be.
They're gonna lose their mind here because that's what he does. He's gonna come back, beat the Lions, and eliminate them from the playoffs.
The funny thing is, that's a great possibility. You know what I mean? But it's also a great possibility too that the Lions could win too, and then Pittsburgh would be in trouble. You know what I mean? So
if the Lions win out, I think they're going to the playoffs.
I don't know about that.
The Bears' schedule is brutal.
Yeah, it is.
The Bears are 10-4, so yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay, but look, here's the next question I'm gonna ask each one of you. I'm gonna start with you, Mo. Right now there are a couple people hanging on the brink, but what would be the biggest surprise to you from this moment on going to because we only got 3 weeks left? What would be the biggest surprise? 3 weeks, 2 weeks? Yeah. Where we at? Yeah, 2-3 weeks left. What would be the biggest surprise to you? And if you want, I can go first. I'll go first if you want, but give me your biggest surprise for the next 2 weeks.
First.
Biggest surprise to me going first right now is I would be surprised. 100%. I would be surprised if the Denver Broncos did not lose any more games because I think everybody's overlooking Jay's team. The Jags is climbing and Houston's climbing in the AFC. And in the NFC, I think the biggest surprise to me right now is people are giving too much confidence to the Eagles because the Eagles aren't as good as people are saying on paper. You know what I mean? They're just not that good. You know what I mean? I've seen them play 5 times and I'm not impressed yet. So those are my biggest surprises that stand out. What's your biggest surprises, Mo?
I'm looking at it right now. My kind of biggest surprise because I didn't pick them is if the Ravens kind of went out and squeak into the playoff with some fluky shit happening with some losses, because that could happen still for them.
Yeah, it could, but mathematically, they got like a 23%.
No, 40%. They got a 40% chance to make it. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah,
I was close. I knew it was like 30. I know
it's almost 50-50 for them. That's crazy.
Yeah, that would be for me. That would be surprising. NFC, if the Rams don't make it. Because the Rams, that would bug me out right there. Cause I got the
They
Rams.
clinch though. They're in. It doesn't matter.
I mean, if they don't, yeah, well they is. But if the Rams don't win it all, put it like that.
Oh, yeah.
If the Rams, that's what I meant to say. If the Rams don't win it all.
Okay, so same question to you, D. Like looking at the way the playoff seeding is right now, what would be and could be one of the biggest surprises of you heading out to the, like shocking thing, like something that could shock?
There's a few. If Bo Nix turns into a good quarterback, I'll be surprised.
That'll surprise him.
Yeah. If the Patriots don't win the division, even though we lost, I think we still should be able to win the division. I'll be surprised. If the Jags make the Super Bowl, I'm going to be surprised.
As will I.
I will be surprised. If the Lions make the playoffs, that would be shocking. Because I don't think nobody really want to see that offense And I don't see nobody giving the Eagles the praise. The Eagles are trash.
The Eagles are horrible. I don't understand.
Yeah, that and if Sam Darnold make the Super Bowl, I'll be surprised.
Okay, those are great surprises, man. Those are great things. What's your thing that you think that could surprise all of us?
Number one surprise for me would be if Pittsburgh does anything in the playoffs.
Yeah.
If they make the playoffs and they win a game, that's going to surprise the hell out of, I think, everybody in the sports world. Another surprise I think would be if the Packers even make the playoffs now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're in a good spot, but you can't lose Micah, man. In that division, you're already behind the Bears and all this. I mean, I think it'll be surprising if they still make the playoffs now. And the last thing I'm going to say, it'll be surprising if the Bills win the division over the Patriots.
Yeah, that's
because the Patriots had such a huge lead and that cushion, and the Bills are playing so horribly all season. It'll be surprising to me if the Bills manage to win that division.
Okay, last question. Who's y'all's MVP right now? Because the MVP leaders got some L's. You know what I mean? So I got to say this too. This is one of the years I have no idea who's going to win MVP. Usually,
I know who it's going to be.
Okay, all right. Tell me who you think.
It's Stafford.
Okay, Matthew Stafford.
It's Stafford.
All right.
I'm not going to say who I think going to win, but if I had to pick my MVP right now, I'm going with Myles Garrett.
Okay.
No.
Who do you think, John? D. Jones?
It's going to be Stafford, but I want to say Trevion Henderson should be Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Offensive Rookie of the Year?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. I ain't going to give you. And the last question I got before you get ready to wrap this up, who do you think is not going to make the playoffs who's in the playoffs right now?
Who you think is not going to what?
Not going to make the playoffs, who right now, seeding-wise, who's in the play right now, seeding-wise, is in the playoffs, but they're not going to make the playoffs when we get ready to get into, who you think ain't going to be? And I'll tell you right now, in the AFC, the way things are shaking out, I think it could be the Steelers, because the Steelers are number 4. If they lose their last 2 games, the next 2 games, and the Chargers, the Bills, the Texans, and the Ravens win, the Steelers could be out. So I'm looking at the Steelers. I got the Steelers.
I don't think it's going to change. I think the cast that's in there is going to stay in there. It might switch a little bit, but I don't think it's going to change.
Okay. All right. But that's my pick for the AFC. The NFC side, I think the Packers are not going to make it at all. I think the Packers losing Micah is huge. I think they're going to lose. I think the Lions going to slide in, and I think the Packers going to slide out. That's up there too. Who you think?
Tampa Bay. I'm gonna say Tampa Bay because they 7-7 and the Panthers are 7-7. That's the only thing I can say because the Panthers are not playing bad football and they gotta do is just kind of get hot and roll into the playoffs and don't let Tampa Bay. We know they can be beat.
Yeah, you're right with that. D. Jones, who your team or teams?
Detroit beat Boston last night. And I think the teams that's in playoffs are gonna make. I don't think it's changing.
Okay, all right. Jay,
Mo gave my answer. I think the most likely one to fall out is the Buccaneers because they have not. I mean, Baker has reverted to being Baker over the last month or so, and they don't look good. And a lot of teams in their division don't look as bad now, like the Saints ain't a given now. You know what I mean? The Falcons are kind of showing like they got a post. Carolina's balling a little bit. So if anybody, might get knocked out, I'm going to say the Buccaneers.
Man, I got to say, this is one year in the NFL that is parity in the league clear across the board. Like this, I ain't never seen it like this before. Maybe except last year, but last year was not as bad as this year. This year, I have no idea. Last year, the Eagles were playing good. You kind of had an idea, and the Chiefs was playing good. You kind of had an idea. But right now, it's kind of, anybody could lose on any given Sunday and mess up everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. Mo, we ready to roll up out of here, man. Let's tell everybody out there how they can follow you.
First of all, I'm going to be at the Boston City Winery this Friday night. Hang with the best of the Boston Comedy Festival. Check me out down there. And you can find me on Instagram, MOE_comic. What do you say, Frank?
That's this Friday?
Yeah, they do the they have a rotating thing with the City Winery. I'm there this week, Friday, and then I'm gonna be there again in like another 2 or 3 weeks. I do them about 3 or 4 times a year.
Okay, and Mr. Detroit Pistons basketball, how could they follow you?
Follow me smoking on Celtics blunts all weekend.
Petty.com. You petty, but I love it. I love it.
He is waiting for that, man.
Yeah.
He's mad you a Patriots fan. He wish you was a Lions fan right now. He's so mad that
He
you
got
a Patriots fan.
like 2 months before he can get payback too. That's the crazy part.
Yeah,
That's what's wild.
I looked at the schedule too. I looked at the schedule too. I was like, damn.
I looked at it too.
Damn. Hey, what you got going on? How everybody can follow you, bro?
Hey, you can follow me at JD Hayes on fan base, but I would be remiss. I should have spoken on it yesterday if I didn't take a minute to talk about one of the greatest filmmakers and human beings in my lifetime, Rob Reiner. I mean, sadly, he was killed, it appears like by his own child, which is wild. But that is a guy whose life needs to be emulated, and we got to speak up. Hey, bless up, man, to the late, great Rob Reiner.
Yeah, I love Rob Reiner, man. Yeah, congratulations to his career. It's sad to see he go. I want to take a moment and thank Jay for holding it down yesterday, man. Jay, you did a really good job, man. Thank you for doing that, man.
He was petty as hell as soon as it came on.
Yeah, I love it, but it was petty, but that was all right.
I told you it was going to be, baby.
Yeah, told you was going to do it. And you was petty today, so now it's a chance for Mo to be petty tomorrow. Mo going to be petty tomorrow if the Knicks win. So y'all be ready, be prepared.
Oh, be ready for that.
We rooting for Mo, though. We rooting for the Knicks.
Yeah, honestly, I am too, man. I want Mo to give him something. I'm tired of Mo wearing Celtics jerseys and Patriots jerseys. I want to
Hold on. I ain't wearing no Celtic jersey.
You
was scared to bet on the game that night.
Yeah, I'm not betting.
Oh, man.
I'm not betting. The name of the show is called Box Seats. We'll be back tomorrow, man, 5 to 6 p.m. That's what we do. We talk about sports with comics, man. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.